Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. XRP was accused of being centralized and irrelevant by Bitcoin maximalists, but Papano Sneakers defended it on Twitter by pointing out that it accepts SRPs. By the way, is it a requirement under US law that SEC employees be unbiased? Did the SEC investigation take into account Ripple's XRP holdings? Read on for a summary and further explanation. Please view this brand new video at your earliest convenience. If you find that sort of thing intriguing, read on. In a heated Twitter exchange on the value and legality of XRP, the sixth largest cryptocurrency by market cap, Bitcoin maximalist and influencer Vlad Costa and respected novelist Panos Mekis butted heads. A tweet by critic Vlad Costa, who called XRP a centralized bank coin with diminishing utility, set off the debate. She was taken aback by XRP's continued market dominance and explained its success by unit bias and the mistaken notion that it had ties to the banking industry. Was well respected in the area, yet he publicly mocked the Christian beliefs of the Vlad Costa and equated them to those of flat earthers. He expressed disappointment that such misinformation persisted in this age of information glut. To back up his claims, Mekis provided a link to his paper debunking various fallacies and providing an in-depth analysis of XRP's technology, why XRP is the most misunderstood cryptocurrency. In another tweet, he praised XRP's decentralized nature, noting that it utilized open-source blockchains and had public code. Mekis also highlighted the extensive use of XRP in many projects, citing the XRP ledger as the foundation for thousands of initiatives and dozens of use cases. For additional information on how XRP can be put to use, he suggested that people visit the official website. Macros also alludes to his previous tweet in which he emphasizes that XRP was developed to dismantle banking monopolies and build a decentralized, open payment system. Mekis and Vlad Costa's dispute is one of many that center on the decentralization of XRP. The Ripple CTO was involved in a discussion last week about the claim that XRP wasn't decentralized enough. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to receive notifications about XRP updates as soon as they occur. Aldarity Stewart. After the William Herndon affair, Ripple's general counsel shared an interesting nugget about the legal obligations of SEC workers. According to Aldarity, staff of the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, are required by law to act in an unbiased manner toward all parties. Can a fair-minded observer of the situation reasonably doubt the workers' objectivity? Later on, those who were previously unaware of the facts, the Ripple general counsel continued, according to the law Aldarity. He also spoke about the importance of serving one's community. Instead, it's referring to general rules that might apply to all workers and serve as a basis for conduct. The first clause states that government employees must put the public interest ahead of their own interests when carrying out their duties. In the meantime, the provision referenced by Ripple's general counsel states that government employees must avoid doing anything that could be seen as a breach of the law or of the ethical standards set forth in this chapter. A reasonable person familiar with the facts must decide whether or not a certain set of circumstances suggests a violation of the law or of these standards. It's worth noting that the ongoing Ripple case has exposed a lot of formerly secret SEC operations. You may recall that U.S. federal judge Sarah Netburn found the SEC's legal tactics in the Ripple case to be disingenuous. Throughout the litigation struggle over Hinman's materials, the SEC repeatedly insisted that the speech had no bearing on the market's ability to predict whether or not the commission would regulate cryptocurrencies. Since Hinman allegedly sought legal advice from the SEC's attorneys when drafting the speech, the SEC has maintained, despite losing the lawsuit, that the records are protected by the attorney-client privilege. According to the judge, the commission's legal posture is motivated by political considerations rather than a commitment to upholding the law and providing a reasonable defense of the accusations. Contradictions. Is author William Hinman, a former director of the SEC's Corporation of Finance, was shown to be prejudiced in the recently released Hinman Papers. These papers pertain to an address Hinman delivered in 2018 in which he called cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum insecure. According to Hinman, a token would no longer be regarded as security if decentralization efforts had been successful. However, prominent figures in the industry argue that documents prove the contentious Hinman lectures were intended to clear Ethereum. Hinman's first email to the lecture's attendees was on the Ether speech, which he was writing up in the days leading up to the talk. Aaron, co-founder of Ethereum, met with the ex-director of the SEC. As a result of these questions, many have speculated that Hinman was compensated for his talk. Ripple has asked the proper authorities to investigate Hinman in an effort to learn more about the circumstances behind his cryptic June 2018 statement. The burning topic today is whether or not the SEC lawsuit brought up any problems with Ripple's ownership of XRP. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to receive notifications about XRP updates as soon as they occur. ProSRP attorney and crypto law pioneer John Deaton recently tweeted about the possible consequences of a safe harbor proposal. SEC. It was suggested by SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce, and according to Deaton, this strategy may have simplified the Bitcoin market and prevented a legal confrontation between Ripple and the SEC. Token issuers in certain cases would be given more time to set up their network under a safe harbor scheme, during which they would not be subject to federal securities restrictions. When discussing the SEC's primary concern, Deaton brought up the percentage of outstanding XRP tokens that Ripple controlled and stated that the SEC might have set a deadline for Ripple to reduce its holdings and reach the stipulated threshold. Because of the absence of clear rules and a safe harbor system, Deaton believes the United States has been unable to keep up with the constantly evolving crypto landscape. Andreessen Horowitz Partners and former SEC Director Bill Hinman met on March 28, 2018, which Deaton mentioned to stress the importance of a safe harbor proposal. He underlined that a 16Z's brief explaining the safe harbor idea had been presented in advance of the meeting, and that while it was primarily intended for Ethereum, it could be applied to other coins as well. According to Deaton, this particular safe harbor plan may have influenced Commissioner Pierce to introduce a similar proposal in 2020. She submitted an updated plan in April of 2021 with 3 new features. Deaton mentioned the benefits that a safe harbor policy would have brought to crypto-focused companies like Ripple, Alveoli, and others. In order to convert their tokens into commodities, these businesses may have received a message outlining the specific requirements they needed to meet to verify decentralization. Compliance and innovation may have benefited from such straightforward rules. Even while not everyone would have liked the proposed laws, Deaton said that having a clear framework would have helped companies like Ripple work toward complying with the regulations in a timely manner, thereby fostering creativity and legality. Deaton claims that the lack of a safe harbor plan and the lack of precise guidelines addressing token ownership have both contributed to the ongoing legal battle between Ripple and the SEC. Deaton cited Ripple's unilateral decision to reduce assets to pay for legal fees as evidence of the company's commitment to fighting the SEC's allegations. Over the course of 3 to 5 years, Ripple might have gradually reduced its holdings to comply with the legal limit. Deaton's comments also cast doubt on the contributions of ex-SEC Chair Jay Clayton and ex-SEC Director William Hinman, who both opposed a clear barrier for token ownership, to perpetuating regulatory confusion within the Bitcoin business. The lawyer emphasized the need of realizing they are equally responsible for understanding why the United States is behind in providing a clear and conducive regulatory environment for the Bitcoin industry. This video has now come to a close, gentlemen. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell to receive notifications. See you later, bye.